do is party all night. All she wanna 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 do is party all night. Malibu. If you ain't got a foreign, then she laugh at you. Malibu. Spending daddy's money with an attitude. Roxanne. All she wanna do is party all night. Roxanne. Never gonna love me, but it's alright. She think I'm an asshole. She think I'm a player. She keep running back though, only cause I paid her. Roxanne. All she wanna do is party all night. 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 All she wanna do is party all night.
Let me tell you where I'm from. Some call it ghetto, some call it slum. No people not no income, living like no food when I come.
Let me tell you where I'm from. The days them shots and the night them long. Soupy a little for the next punk. They gon' make him lick $1, they gon' feed son.
See and blind here and there. I take cold and I take ghetto. Rub no shot, touch no use. You have to leave from the ghetto. Juvenile on the street, hanging out in the ghetto. At nightfall, them have to let go. Bear shot that echo.
Down in the ghetto where me born and grow. Never do no folly good seeds I sow. Nothing with them cat, just a push and go through. Summertime are the nicest on the avenue. Big up all ghetto people. We are clean and we not study evil. We intelligent, eloquent and able. Proud of my place, not afraid to tell you. Here pan and knock, that's the sound of a gun. Every pregnant dress when holiday come. Mama never rich, still never bow down. Satisfy ourselves when no money soon run. No get the youth fly out and gone overseas. Them hunting for the money, mama need some pills. Make a flex on the black link, a few OJs. Things like book of flight straight to some rock place.
Let me tell you where I'm from. Some call it ghetto, some call it slum. No people not no income, living like no food when I come.
Let me tell you where I'm from. The days them shots and the night them long. Soupy a little for the next punk. They gon' make him lick $1, they gon' feed son. Nothing extra and to motor, so we live in the ghetto. Zinc fences, board houses, stage shows in the ghetto. Shopkeepers, hairdressers, we self-employed in the ghetto. Time we moral, so we value that we now let go.
Where I'm from is where you are. Each day we rise, look into the sky. Searching for better no matter the weather. It's hard in the ghetto with no one to turn to. Rain or shine Let me tell you where I'm from. Some call it ghetto, some call it slum. The people not no income, living like no food when I come.
Let me tell you where I'm from. The days them shots and the night them long. Soupy and it's for the next prank. They go make him lick a dollar, take a feet, son.
See and blind here and there. I take cold and I take ghetto. Rub no shot, touch no youth. You are believe from the ghetto. Juvenile on the street, hanging out in the ghetto. At nightfall, them have to let go. Fair shot that
Down in the ghetto where me bound and grow. Never do no folly good seats I sow. Nothing with them cat, just a push and go through. Summertime are the nicest on the avenue. Big up all ghetto people. We are clean and we not study evil. We intelligent, eloquent and able. Proud of my place, not afraid to tell you. Here Pananak, that's the sound of a gun. Every pregnant dress when holiday come. Mama never rest still, never bow down. Satisfy yourself when no money soon run. No get a youth fly out and gone overseas. Them hunting for the money, mama need some pills. Make a flex on the black link, a few hotels. Things like book a flight straight to some rock place.
Let me tell you where I'm from. Some call it ghetto, some call it slum. The people not no income, living like no food when I come.
Let me tell you where I'm from. The days them short and the night them long. Soupy and it's for the next prank. They go make him lick a dollar, they go feed son. Nothing extra and to mouth. So we live in the ghetto. Zinc fences, board houses, stage shows in the ghetto. Shopkeepers, hairdressers, we self-employed in the ghetto. Tie we moral, so we values. That we not let go.
Where I'm from is where you are. Each day we rise, look into the sky, searching for better no matter the weather. It's hard in the ghetto with no one to turn to. Rain or shine, I beg I time. I work for mine, provide for the youth. Teach them right, show them the truth. We're the black in our room.
Nothing extra and no more. That's how we live in the ghetto. Zinc fences, board houses, stage shows in the ghetto. Shopkeepers, hairdressers, we self-employed in the ghetto.
I'm the woman DJ just like a shooter. Sizzle like a lunch and make the girls them feel good. Cause I'm up in the club. Up in the club. Yes, we up in the club. We up in the club. Yes, I'm up in the club. With the girls when me love.
This one has screws and ladder. Mother than mother. Tune to make girl wine without manners. Do just like Rihanna, me say Anna Montana. Everybody put up on her Anna. Girl, Trinidad and Judgment Yard. Big entourage, we the buy out the bar. Champagne by the case, don't know we in charge. How that girl pretty so like Nicki Minaj.
I'm your number one DJ, just like a shooter. Sizzle like a lunch and make the girls them feel good. Cause I'm up in the club. Up in the club. Yes, we up in the club. We up in the club. Yes, we up in the club. With the girls when me love.
Girl, jiggle up your waist and bounce on this man. Twist up your spine just like acrobat. Celebration time when the champagne a pop. Hennessy, vodka,
King and Queen Radio.
Rocks and relax, tick tock like a top. The girl a wine to the treble and the bass from the back. Send your waist like a top. Girl wine you non-stop. Hearts is like a lunge and squish on the top.
Wanna see them riding up in the club tonight. If you wanna see us whining, keep on riding. I'm your number one DJ, just like a shooter. Sizzle like a lunch and make the girls them feel good. Cause I'm up in the club. Up in the club. Yes, we up in the club. We up in the club. Yes, I'm up in the club with the girls when me love. Dig, girl, them dress to impress. Clean and pure, get out of the body mess. This like a notice of the girls, them bless. Dance and music, that's why you dress. Nonetheless, who'll get this message quick? I tell the bartender, pour out the girl and play. Because I'm the world renowned, I'm the African freak. Blaze up my talisman, I squeeze not trigger. I'm your number one DJ, just like a shooter. Sizzle like a lunch and make the girls them feel good. Cause I'm up in the club, up in the club. Yes, we up in the club. We up in the club. Yes, we up in the club. With the girls when we love. Up in the club. Up in the club. Up in the club. Up with the girls when we love. Well, I'm the yo. Oh yeah, we gotta break the news. Y'all dress up in a pretty clothes. Brand new shoes. These are the big bad DJ. Sizzler screws. We take the y'all on a cruise. Y'all them skin clean. Don't got no bruise. Woman gangster don't abuse. When the big bad tune drop, no one can refuse. Hey. Yes, boy.
Spirituality is like a flame. In our darkest times and stormy days, we all need a flame to guide us through the darkness, a clean flowing river to guide us through the storms and find peace, a bright light to guide us on the journey of life. Be equipped with powers, prayers, meditations, divine gift, responses of the universe, the peace, the faith, the joy and wisdom. Call Sister DOBONG on 718-253-7273. 718-253-7273.
Kelly O. Extile on the beat. I've been looking for you. I've been searching for you. I've been calling your number. I want to take you to mama. I've been looking for you. I've been searching for you. I've been calling your number. I want to take you. So where you did, tell me where you did. Anywhere you did. Not there, I want it. So where you did, tell me where you did. Anywhere you did. Not there, I want it. This where you did. Tell me where you did. I go lap you day. Just tell me where you did. I go give all the girl them back space. You go enter my queen shipper. You did to stop the boys for Insta. Mona Lista, hasta la vista. Yeah. Say what you want, I go buy for two. Do anything for you. I go carry you, show you what I mean. So where you did, tell me where you did. Anywhere you did, not day I one day. Anywhere you did, tell me where you did. Anywhere you did, not day I one day. Sound no faking. I've been searching for you. I've been calling. That's what's your love. So beautiful. Yeah. Are you feeling down today? Are you wanna get yourself happy? Are you feeling sad today? Yeah. Are you feeling down today? Are you wanna get yourself happy? Are you feeling sad today? Yeah.
Tune in to 93.5 King and Queen Radio. You need best songs and shows on your radio. Sister DOBONG shows every day from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Yeah, don't give up. Just tune in to your radio. Every Monday, we go Jamaican and African show from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Oh, tune in to King and Queen Radio, where you will feel inside. King and Queen Radio, where no one to talk to. King and Queen Radio. Yeah, 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 yeah. King and Queen Radio. Don't let your morning so boring. King and Queen Radio. Tune into the best station. King and Queen Radio. The best music, best shows. King and Queen Radio. You need a beautiful Monday, yeah. King and Queen Radio. From Monday to Monday, every Wednesday, 12:20 in the countdown. Every Tuesday to Thursday, King and Queen with arts and music. Your jazz music every day, from 1 a.m. to 3 p.m. Country music every day, from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah, Jamaican music every Monday to Saturday. Special live music from Caliban, Africa. Every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. International reggae dance song every day, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The best online radio. From New York, we take it worldwide, yeah. Tune into King and Queen Radio, where you feel inside. King and Queen Radio, where no one to talk to. King and Queen Radio. In the countdown, every Tuesday to Thursday. Every Monday, we go Jamaican and African show. So beautiful, yeah. Are you feeling down today? Are you wanna get yourself happy? Are you feeling sad today? Yeah. Are you feeling down today? Are you wanna get yourself happy? Are you feeling sad today? Yeah. Tune in to 93.5 King and Queen Radio. You need best songs and shows on your radio. Sister DOBONG shows every day from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Yeah, don't give up. Just tune into your radio. Every Monday, we go Jamaican and African show from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Oh, tune into King and Queen Radio, where you will feel inside. King and Queen Radio, where no one to talk to. King and Queen Radio. Yeah, 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 yeah. King and Queen Radio. Don't let your morning so boring. King and Queen Radio. Tune into the best station. King and Queen Radio. The best music, best shows. King and Queen Radio. You need a beautiful Monday, yeah. King and Queen Radio. From Monday to Monday, every Wednesday, 12:20 in the countdown. Every Tuesday to Thursday, King and Queen with arts and music. Your jazz music every day, from 1 a.m. to 3 p.m. Country music every day, from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah, Jamaican music every Monday to Saturday. Special live music from Caliban, Africa. Every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. International reggae dance song every day, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The best online radio. From New York, we take it worldwide, yeah. Tune into King and Queen Radio, where you feel inside. King and Queen Radio, where no one to talk to. King and Queen Radio.
Boy, this she came off of the list. Hot cold heads up and what are this? Gucci bag, white tees, wallabies. Enemies better run when they see me. Move militant, never move silly. And you know, say me roll with the killie. When me come for me food, yo dog, just give me. Enemies better run when they see me. Move militant, never move silly. And you know, so me roll with the killie when me come for me food, yo dog, just give me. R.I.P. boss. One thing you teach me, get the money fast. If a boy this life lost, nah hesitate to rise the machine or the last. Staying on me only for me to dash. Head on the goal, eyes on the cash. Get after me, so me a press gas. Right now me there with the extreme boss. Enemies better run when they see me. Move militant, never move silly. And you know, say me roll with the killie when me come for me fool, yo dog, just give me. Enemies better run when they see me. Move militant, never move silly. And you know, say me roll with the killie when me come for me fool, yo dog, just give me. Let me tell you about toxic badness. Bake or clash, me I use no face. TPC man take no this. So me aim with the right hand, no me never miss. Boom boom, you know me never kiss. Boy this shake him off a the list. Hot cold heads up and what are this? Gucci bag, white tees, wallabies. Enemies better run when they see me. Move militant, never move silly. And you know, say me roll with the killie when me come for me fool, yo dog, just give it. Enemies better run when they see me. Move militant, never move silly. And you know, say me roll with the killie when me come for me fool, yo dog, just give me. Enemies better run when they see me, when they see me, when they see me, when they see me. Fast. Move militant, never move silly. Run when they see me. Run when they see me. Enemies better run when they see me. R.I.P. boss. No like trouble. So like a team feelings. Ori bi mo shenka woka woka. Get too many party. Cast on the back like sardine. Waiting man go talk. It be number. I'm a loco. Number. Number. Nobody pay me depe. Only the money pay me depe. People they doubt say it's sure for me care. Rich nigga before I sign to label. I they grind from day one cause I like to make sense. Want two girls and I want them naked. Monogamy is overrated. Need more girls cause my brother get down. We like to make friends. Once in naked. Try to deny somebody girlfriend. Find one sweet one, carry the back. To balago, I remember. To ballet, me depe, I go follow. I know like trouble. So like a chin feelings. Ori bi mo shenka woka woka. Get too many party. Girls in the back like sardine.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, SisterDubong.com, and we got a great show for you this evening. Started off, we had DJ Tony Blend, and the music is really hot. And throughout the night, we're going to have great show. My host will be along in a few minutes, and we're going to give you a great show. Don't forget, tonight you can call in 718-253-4239. 718-253-4239 or 718-676-0820. And I can tell you, it is a beautiful evening in New York City. It was so cold. I tell you, it was freezing. I didn't even want to work. I didn't want to do anything. So if you didn't really see us, that's because I was under the cover. So we got a great evening. My host is here already. Good evening to you. Well, good evening to you. We got your good drink, I guess, to keep nice and warm.
Yeah. It's actually pretty cold out there. It's nice and
Juicy.
Yeah. At least the snow went away. I got my totem's the bear, so I don't do winters well.
I love winter. I think it was beautiful to get some snow in New York City. It's been so long since it haven't snowed in New York, and it was just really lovely. I love the snow.
See, the first time I was in New York, it was in Buffalo, and it snowed till
Ooh,
I
forget
left
it.
in the middle of April.
Oh, I can see why you don't like snow, because up there, forget it. You have to dig yourself out of it. It's really something else. So how your weekend go?
I didn't even I didn't even realize it was the weekend. I was so busy working on and programming that AI.
Well,
I thought it was Friday. I look up, it's Sunday afternoon.
well, that usually happens when you're working down in that hole. You get down there, get lost in time, and every other thing. It's a lot of work, but I tell you, we're gonna have it up and going soon. Station is gonna be really rocking, rocking, rocking.
Yeah, the whole cramming for the both the coding, the IT. Man, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of information to take in real quick. But
Yeah, because the same time you're doing it, you got to be studying, and then you're not guaranteed. We got to start that over again. You're not guaranteed. That it's going to be. Uh, how you say? It's a hard work.
yeah, well, I mean, it works. Hard work's not too bad as long as I mean, if you're doing it for yourself as compared to you're busting your butt and you get to watch your boss go on a cruise 4 times a year and you can't afford to take vacation, that gets pretty depressing.
That is really depressing. And where's the best place to take a vacation now?
You know, I was just watching a thing on YouTube where this guy was talking about Bali.
Wow.
Yeah, he said you could leave your restaurant or your wallet in a restaurant there and come back 3 hours later and still be in the same spot. I was like, wow,
Well, I think a lot of New Yorkers gonna be on their way out there.
yeah,
The hustlers hear that, they're gonna say, "Okay, that's a good place to go." But they have different money than we do, don't they?
yeah. I
So
mean,
it's
the
stealing
exchange.
their money won't help you any.
Well, yeah, because the exchange rate would probably go up. Although, Bali, that they might be part of the BRICS, though. They might not even be really using U.S. currency much anymore.
Yeah, what's going on with the U.S. currency?
Well, what it is the BRICS, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and uh, what's the last one? It's down in the South American there. No, Syria. That's what it was. Syria. So it's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and Syria are going to are basically on their own form of currency now, with the idea to break the American dollar's hold on the world economy.
Wow.
Yeah,
So that mean that they trying to isn't that a power control thing?
it's the precursor to World War III.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, the thing is Americans for some reason really don't like facing unpleasant realities. They just rather kind of hide from them. But the
Well,
fact of the
that's the
matter
difference
is,
in them now and us in the past. In the past, we used to actually get out there and write and fight for what we want. But now everybody got so accustomed to going on internet that they done got too lazy to really go out there and fight for what they want.
well, yeah, and I mean, what it boils down to is this: the only reason World War III is going to happen is if we allow it to. You know, it's just like they've already set the date as the election. They planted it in everybody's mind that there's going to be problems on this election. They've ensured it just by the mere brainwashing tactics the media's used. So again, we should probably, if we was smart, we'd cancel the election until such time as they brought forth some people we actually wanted to vote for.
Now, do you think election? I think we discussed this before, but do you think election is has any value whatsoever?
None.
Hmm, that's
Zero. And that's coming
wow.
from somebody that, it's like I grew up around people with top security clearance. The election's a farce.
Wow. Wow, that's so it really don't matter. Well, don't listen to us, folks. This is our opinion out of the station. Again, this is our opinion, and we're just discussing things maybe you thought about. And we're not telling you not to go out and vote. Please do go and vote, because if you don't, you may not get who you want in there. But we're just discussing our feelings. It may not be correct.
Well,
So
here's one thing I will say, though, because throughout all my travels, and I've traveled extensively and I talk to everybody, And one of the most common things I'd ask during election time, because people would be like, "Man, I don't want to vote for any of these bastards, but I'll vote for this one." And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Well, if you don't want to vote for him, why are you voting for him?" He's like, "Well, I want my vote to count." Newsflash: if you're voting for somebody just because you want your vote to count, and they're in those two factions that want us to go to civil war, vote for somebody else. Your vote doesn't count if you're voting for somebody you don't want.
That hurts. That hurts.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not a voter, so I love the country, but I would not get participate because my heart would get broken if I didn't get the one that I choose for. So
But
I choose to just stay neutral, and whoever go in there deal with it. That's my way of doing it because I look at it. They all go in there and do the same thing. You know what I really want to ask you? What happened to this? I never seen in my life. The vice president is nowhere visible anywhere. What's going on with that?
Well, one thing you got to give the vice president though, she actually went into the Ukraine, but while there was still some risk that maybe by chance something might happen to her if she got really unlucky. Whereas Joe Biden didn't show up there at all.
Wow.
But all your Eastern old former communist bloc leaders and your Eastern Europeans, they went in there right where Dude was, and he was at that point in time the city was still under fire intermittently. So she got more testicles than the president.
Well, you know something, but why they don't put her on the news and let people know? People absolutely think she's invisible. You
Well,
don't. That's what I don't understand. All the other vice president, is it because of person of color, or is it because they feel she is a woman and she shouldn't represent more than the president? Is what's that all about?
I'm not sure. I know it's
Because all the vice presidents before used to hear about them and everything.
yeah. Maybe I think she's just so awkward that they just kind of keep her out of the limelight because this particular administration is filled with people that are kind of awkward. I was uh, I was watching this thing about it. Basically, when they did the pull out of Afghanistan, there were some people that got killed and some that got wounded. One guy, he got his one arm blown off, and the other one was in a full cast with a couple of fingers sticking out. And old Joe Biden walks up when he showed up to like sit there and try to shake his hand, which of course he didn't have a hand to shake with, and then he
Oh my
grabbed his
goodness.
fingers that were wrapped up as poking out of the cast, and
Wow.
made the guy's mom cry. Because he just didn't really seem interested in the fact that dude got his arms blown off
Wow.
because of a terrible administrative choice. Which I mean, I'm still mad at the Dutch for what they did in Africa because they got told
Ooh.
they had to get out of there and they left the Democratic Republic of Congo just like we did Afghanistan and Iraq. And I mean that was back in the what 60s, and it's been a mess since. It's just been a nightmare.
Well, most countries do that. Most countries, when they're taking over, they rape the women's, leave a whole bunch of their kind behind, and they take off and leave everybody in the dirt.
With a
And
power vacuum, which
with
whoever's
and it's ridiculous. And wow. And then it's like a country they done intermixed with so many people in there. Now they still got power some kind of way.
well, that's one of the ways that the gangs take over. Because I mean, once that power vacuum's left, it's like whoever's got the ammunition and the numbers can pretty much take over. And then so that's kind of a weak administration because then everybody else that didn't quite have enough ammunitions and guns is gathering their ammunitions and guns to take over. Why they'd want to, I don't know, but that's how it goes. That's how it's been in the Democratic Republic of Congo for what almost a century now.
Wow, well, the Dutch did a lot of dirt, even here in Brooklyn. All
Yeah.
the names is named Dutch. Every place in Brooklyn, mostly is Dutch names, and people don't realize that Dutch, they did a lot of things and sneaked away and got away for it and got the Irish and other people was fought for their slavery and everything they did, and they didn't take charge of what they done, and they was the one doing the most slavery between them and the Spaniards,
You
and they,
know,
and they both got away with it.
and one thing I can give them, and I'd have to double check, but I think it was the Danish that when Germany took over and they said give us your Jews, they actually worked together to evacuate.
The Danish and the Dutch, they
Yeah.
always work together. And you never hear nothing about the Danish. I don't even think most people know what the Danish is.
Yeah,
That's countries like Denmark and
isn't that where the that's where
Norway.
The Dutch East India Company came out
Yes.
of. So back in the day they were pretty big as far as merchant.
And now you hear nothing about the Danish, and you never hear nothing. Well, not the Dutch, because in the West Indies now they are getting reparation. They are asking for reparation, and and I believe they're gonna get it.
Well, that would be fine, just to get it from the families that actually were on the roster as owning.
That's right. Not everybody get it. They don't deserve
So
it.
I mean, like here, if you want reparations, go to Washington. All those families are in Washington still.
That's right.
And they used to be the ones that are sitting there talking about it. They're in Washington. Those are families that own slaves.
So they need to be up in their money.
Well, I mean, look to the Clintons. They're down there down south.
Yeah.
Texas.
And everybody
Texas.
love the Clintons and all. Don't realize the background. They all own slaves. Isn't that something? Folks, if you want to call in and join this topic, you're welcome to call in. The number is 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820. And don't forget, I'm Sister DOBONG, and tonight I'll be talking with you. If you have any questions or things in mind, feel free to call me in. That's 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820. And if you want to call me private for any type of spiritual consultation, you can call me at 718-253-7273. Again, that's 718-253-7273. Don't give up. Pick up that phone and let's hear from you. We're going to take it back to Tony Blinn.
Only the money bring me tepe. People they doubt say it's sure for me get. Rich nigga before I sign to label. I they grind from day one cause I like to make sense. Want two girls and I want them naked. Mundo got me is overrated. Need more girls cause my brother did down. We like to make friends. Once in naked. Try to deny some body girlfriend. Find one sweet one, carry the back. To bad dog, I remember. To ballet, me dip, I go follow. I know like trouble. To like a chin fees. Body be motion, go. Don't get too many party. Just a lip back like sardine. Waiting man go talk. It be no man, I'm a loco. No man, loco.
Them they always want to be back out. But now when them see me, them they always want to be back out. Now God they do That's why I come with fire. That's why I know they tire. That's why I just look them for eye. Cause I know they fear no more. They don't like me and I don't mind them. They just they look me I don't observe them. They want to buy me I just they love them. Cause no power bigger than my dog. This is the story of my life, no be another person life. Wake up in the money, now money in my mind. But so many things when we see for eye. That be why me also hard just to live good life. Street so hard me move around for my daily bread. You chop a food today, tomorrow another day. When you sleep, nobody they wake you up. So make it enjoy yourself, no give up, yeah. Suppose call me. I come on a party in a footage. When me step away, me tip them a shut down. Before them I say that we be local. But I got to do That's why I come with fire. That's why I know they tire. That's why I just look them for eye. Cause I know they fear no more. They don't like me and I don't mind them. They just they look me I don't observe them. They want to buy me I just they love them. Cause no power bigger than my God. Me I just want God make it
Okay,
take
we
me
are
out.
live on WVIP 93.5 FM, King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, SisterDebone.com. And we I want to say a shout out to our team out there in Africa. We'll be joining them 12 midnight. Shout out to Lot Sundays out there, Valentine out there, Billion out there, and DJ Pafma, Manny Ann out there, and Beauty Queen Nassim, and all the artists out there, David Brown, Smoke Kitchen, Araka Baba, and we got so many artists out there. If you don't hear it from me out my mouth now, you'll hear it throughout the show tonight. So continue listening to the show so you can find out who the artists are. And we're having new artists joining up this week. So be prepared for a new song. And don't forget, DJ Pop Mark is coming out with a great hit. So you better be ready because King and Queen is ready for you. And don't forget, if you like to call in tonight, you can simply call in at 718-253-7273. That's for appointments only. But if you want to call in the station, 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820. The question of the night, what do my future look like? So you want to think about that, and if you want to call in, maybe I can tell you what your future going to look like. So remember to keep those numbers, 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820, and call in and ask what my future look like. Okay, let me take that caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Zina. This is Aaron Bates, and I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing fine, thank you.
I just want to do a shout out for everyone listening. My name is Aaron Bates. I'm the marketing director for King Queen Radio show and the websites. And anyone who wants to play a song or run a business commercial or promote on the websites or have your own DJ or talk show, either locally or remotely, please give me a call. And my phone number is 732-666-8403. Again, Aaron Bates, marketing director. And please give me a call at 732-666-8403. And if you call and get my voicemail, always leave your name and number, and I'll be very happy to call you back. And have a great show, Zina, and God bless you.
God bless you too, Aaron.
Wide awake, I turn to you. She was softly sleeping. I think of what I'd like to do while you were somewhere dreaming. I feel so happy by your side. Oh, why? I wonder why. Find it hard to find the words to say what I am feeling. So in love, I'm so alive, and I know you're the reason why I'm so happy all the time. Oh, I wonder why.
Wow. Okay, we back. So now, what would you was saying to me, Mr. Che?
No, what's that on the dark money?
Yes.
Well,
What is dark money?
Well, in 2010, basically, there was a Supreme Court decision that basically what it boiled down to is if you support if you're behind
Organization.
elected representative,
Okay.
you cannot give them money directly for their campaign, but you can spend money on their campaign, basically, is what it boils down to. And you can do that anonymously. So, since 2010, it's looking at roughly something like $8 billion has been anonymously donated to our various elected officials.
Wow.
I was reading one time, I forget what organization put it out, but I was reading a paper that was talking about how It's like they couldn't trace down the shell companies, the nonprofits that they make to hide the money trails, so nobody knows where the money's coming from, and they were hidden behind so many different shells that they couldn't trace it down. So
Mm-hmm.
now I'm thinking to myself as I'm reading this, I'm thinking, money anonymously spent on behalf of an elected official is still money, because I mean elections are pretty expensive, and I mean
Mm-hmm.
if you don't win, I mean that's a huge investment, right?
Wow.
So basically it's
Well, if it's going that way, then it's nothing, like you say. The votes don't really count.
no,
Because
I
if
mean,
money is buying the votes, because that's what you're really saying in the long run. If they donate the money towards certain, well, that's probably why Trump gonna get back in the door. What do you feel about that?
what Trump is for a while I was wondering about him, but I mean I finally got him pinned down, and once you see it, it's pretty hard to miss. He's what you call a catalyst.
Okay,
And basically, what he does is, he's very divisive in his mannerisms, because he doesn't have that filter. So he says a lot of really dumb stuff.
to throw you off.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about it, I mean, if you, I personally, I
So
think
people so busy listening to his stupidity.
that they're
You know,
not really
a
paying
last
attention to
president
what's
played
going
that like
on.
he was dumb, like he couldn't spell. I mean, now what president can't spell?
Yeah.
That's right there. You could see through that. That's tricks.
What he does is that division he creates, makes it so basically he's pushed this pretty close to the brink of civil war. And like I say, they've been using their little brainwashing tactics, which I have a book on brainwashing, and it talks about the specific tactics that the media uses. I mean, the media is no fool; they know exactly how to manipulate the human mind.
Yes, they do.
Um, I mean, you notice it's like the propaganda that's going around these days. Basically, it's Hitler's propaganda, almost word for word. I mean, all they did was scribble out the word Jew, and then they put white person, or they put trans, or they put whoever they feel like they want that person to feel persecuted and separated out by the rest, right? And the fact that people fall for it again is shocking to
Well, the
me.
the thing about it is like I don't understand if someone attempt to causing a riot in the White House. I mean, the place where it's supposed to be sacred, as far as I'm concerned, because it's a place for all of us here in the Americas. How could you let someone go back in there? That's what I don't understand. And people are really saying, "Well, I want that other one out because of the foreigners. The foreigners can be controlled." That
Well,
it ain't no way you can't tell me they can control the
it
foreigners.
depends. I mean, if you think about it, they've had so many people come over that, in a way, that's like basically that's like an invasion
That's
force.
what I'm saying.
So that's
That's
ba-
where I see
that's
Spain in my mind. I see Spain taking back over
yeah,
because remember, Spanish culture is Spain.
So if it comes to a civil
So
war,
if
they can get
they're
numbers
gonna
with them.
win, they're gonna win because Spanish is already in the whole country all over, and you almost have to speak Spanish sooner or later because they're going to be the majority,
Well, see, here's the thing, though. I mean,
and their votes going to get them in, the person who brought them in here. So guess what?
some
Biden will get back in the dough.
something that a lot of people that haven't actually, really paid attention to military strategy and tactics and history and stuff, like, which in America they don't have a lot of respect for history anyway. But basically, an organized and well-trained military unit can usually take down a mob at about 100 to 1. So if you got a mob of untrained soldiers, you need at least 100 for every one trained soldier.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, but it's because that discipline, makes it so it's basically training your mind and your muscles to automatically respond to situations where the mob doesn't have that, so they just run hither thither, and they're cannon fodder, right? So, like when you had those two militias facing off down there in Tennessee over that cop that killed that lady in her house,
Yes.
one militia was extremely well disciplined and made up of veterans who had come from families that their militia service stretches back all the way to the medieval ages. And then you got, what they did for the other one, the not effing around group, which, first of all, whoever came up with that name obviously didn't want to be taken seriously. Second of all, somebody paid that guy. I know for a fact because, it's like that was not a disciplined militia unit. It was a bunch of people gathered out of hoods like here.
Mm-hmm.
People, and they were basically given somebody to blame for all their woes. And so rather than, look to doing the changes inside and, within their own neighborhood, they just went after the people that were blamed. But when those two militias squared off, if it had come to a conflict, whoever funded that not effing around militia set those people up because they were not at all disciplined whatsoever. They would have been massacred. They didn't have a chance in hell. It was a setup. Somebody wanted those two militias to go at it. The fact that they
Wow.
didn't, it was a miracle to me. I was worried for a while there, because I mean the poor kids in that second militia, it's like they were being set up.
Well, so many things is being set up in a fashion that you will never understand now because people minds is only on one way. And once they done program your mind one way, you'll believe anything. Right now, people don't know what to do. So everybody said, well, I hear and everybody, let's put Trump back in office. Well, you're gonna put him back in the office. You better off getting out there running yourself.
You'd be better off canceling the election.
You know what I mean? Cancel the whole
Well,
election.
they got it set off as basically the go time for the Second American Civil War, which will lead into World War III. So, because I mean, China and Russia are already gearing up to attack us anyway. The fact that people aren't actually, up in arms.
The
about
reality with the immigration thing, they could be showing you one thing, and it could be a whole new set of people coming in
No,
on the
exactly.
other end because they're not telling you about all the Russians coming in here and all the countries. They're only focusing on the Spanish. But I know for a fact there's those people that was fighting over there in with Russia. They're all here. They're
Well,
here.
again, you look to the Bilderberg group, and the Bilderberg group is the powers that be. Those are the people that they meet once a year, and they'd sit around and hobnob for a few days, and they decide what they're going to do to screw us this year.
But this country gonna even itself out. Now, if you're getting all the ethnic people Spanish and letting them all in, you think they're not letting those other countries in? They are letting the other countries in
Well,
here.
see,
They're just not announcing it to you that you would know.
the big question is, because I mean, it's like all of a sudden we went from, the border was kind of a concern to all of a sudden it's getting bum rushed by, it's just getting overwhelmed. All right, somebody down there is basically sending them up here.
And they know about it.
Yeah,
And they
the
know
bottom
about
line,
it.
yeah.
There's no way you're gonna bring people in, bust them in, and nobody know about it. Come on.
I've seen suppressed.
You can't
documents
can't even cross the borders because
Yeah.
the borders alone in the south coming through, the cop will stop you right immediately.
Yeah, well, it's basically. I know I saw some of the censored documents back in the early '80s that they still have not come to light.
But what I want to
And
ask,
they were talking about what American corporations were doing down in South and Central America.
oh my goodness,
Oh man, in
oh
South
I know,
America,
oh my
you ask
goodness,
for a raise, Coca-Cola will kill you, and they will make sure that you die. And
those people
you start
suffer down
talking
there.
union.
They suffer down there in those countries. But what another thing I want to mention to you that I believe Florida and not Texas is sending them people. Because if you remember, Florida wanted to empty out all the immigrants from Florida.
Oh, yeah,
So I think they blaming it on Texas.
Florida and Texas are kind of in cahoots right
That's
now.
what I'm trying to say. So Florida is sending them in from Texas, and Texas is sending them directly here.
Well,
And
Texas and Florida both are on board for the whole, persecution of the
LGBTQ
LGBTQ plus or
extra.
whatever, which not to belittle the organization, or because I have lots of friends in that community, but I can't. They keep on adding letters to it. It's just like
It's LBGTQ
plus. I think,
plus.
yeah,
That's
for
it. You
those that are
got it.
curious.
And Florida and all those places is trying to run people north. And I don't understand. And the North started building houses. That's another thing. Up here, they just they got more houses building with no money. People ain't got no money, but they get a lottery to get in a house.
Within 50 years, I'm thinking more along the lines of within 20, because they've been off so far and everything. But within they say within 50 years, the bread basket's going to be underwater.
Well, it's
anyway,
already the whole city. We're going
to
to take it back to Tony Blend and let him blend up some good music, because we bringing up some juicy stories here. And we wish you join us by calling 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820. And I want to shout out there to everybody out there on the network. When he get the AI working, we'll be able to communicate with you, but we're working hard to get things together. So bear with us, folks. And don't forget, if you got a question to ask, you can easily call me in. If you want to set an appointment, I'm a spiritual reading advisor. You got troubles going on in your life. You need someone to help you. You need spiritual work done to remove negativity, bring back that loved one, or to talk to me or anything concerning your life, what's going on. I do advise properly, and I'll be able to give you some good instruction how to help yourself do your own spiritual work by visiting Sister DOBONG. That's SisterDobong, sisterdobong.com, and try out some of those remedies. Very cheap there. Go and find out how to immigration. Go to find out anything you're looking for. Go check out the page. Share and like the pages, folks. Keep sharing and like it. And the numbers are getting higher and higher. Some of the pages, everybody's going on Radio Co, and they're going on the Garden Radio. But do visit back your home, kingandqueenradio.com. They're listening now on other platforms and not going directly to the page. But join us on kingandqueenradio.com every Monday night so you can see us live. And we're going to set it up where brooklynstation.com go on the same time. We haven't been on there live, but the show is on brooklynstation.com. So do check us out, and sisterdobong.com. Taking it back to Tony Blend, and we're going to let him blend up some music for you while we take a break and think about what we said, and we'll be back momentarily. Give us about 15 minutes. Go get your coffee and your drink. I'll get up and shake your tail while Tony Blend bring you some music.
The following is an independently produced program. The views and claims expressed on this program by its host and guests are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or its advertisers. For advertising, call the CEO, Lady Queen Zina Bevel, at 718-253-7273.
Contigo, au, peligro, no, contigo, oh mamá, como escapar, peligro, pasa que siempre nos suele pasar, que nos perdemos y vuelta a empezar. Llega el que pasa, te olvidas de casa, tema que ahora es buscar rumbo. Vamos, venga a ver, lo pasarás bien, el show, que no aprende a decir no. Contigo, au, peligro, no, contigo, au, peligro, oh mamá, ¿cómo puedo escapar? Y no ha llegado ni el fin de semana.
cabitos en la cama. Y si me llama, que cuánto me llama. Si no me llama, que por qué no me llama. Yo que no aprendí a decir no contigo. Au, au, peligro. Au, adiós, no, contigo. Au, au, peligro. Oh, no. Contigo, au, 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 adiós, no, mamá, ¿cómo escapar? Peligro, contigo, au, au, peligro, au, adiós, no, contigo, peligro, au, peligro, oh, no, contigo, au, peligro, oh, mamá, ¿cómo escapar contigo?
M'envie ou, fuck moi di ou, j'en homme moi connecté ak pa ou, c'est là m'senti posé, les bagay yo a bien marché, nan rivière ou, vle payer, pour ma flâner en haut en bas, pour que moi pas sauter, quel que soit bonheur ou bien tard, mais pas capable pour que de ma oiseau capter degré ou. Pas capable pour te degré la pique à ce côté où. Ouais, pas capable. Pas capable, t'es pas fini, sauf épuisé. Pas capable pour te donner 100 jours, pas qu'il l'envole. Oh no. Toi, tendez toi t'es où, bagay yo ti en pile. Yo fait il so où, yo like yo tout me. Toi, moi quoi pour sou, l'entendre nouvelle ou. Moi senti coupable, pas capable de pour. Mais c'est qu'elle m'a déchiré. Moi connais un pile nan nous qui n'a place moi. Nous bien placés, pendant que nous pas na place nous. Moi connais un pile nan nous qui n'a place moi. Nous bien placés, pendant que nous pas na place nous.
All right now, in need of a spiritual healer, in need of some guidance. Wait, you need to just move on with your life, right? Nah, like see, I know you just want to move on with your life. I guess what? I'll tell you one thing. Call Sister DOBONG. I'm Africa, the top requested healer. Call in to tap in. 718-253-7273. Need some guidance, true guidance. She got you. Call on her. Again, at 718-253-7273.
Pas capable pour te degré la pique à ce côté où. Ouais, pas capable. Pas capable, t'es pas fini, sauf épuisé. Pas capable pour tendre dans 100 jours, pas le l'amour. Oh no, no, no. Trop, tendre trop de mou, bagay yo ti en pile. Yo fait il so, yo like yo tout me. Trop, moi bois quoi pour sou, l'entendre nouvelle ou. Moi senti coupable, pas capable de pour. Mais c'est qu'elle m'a déchiré, mais pas capable. Pas capable pour te démarrer, cap te digrer ou. Pas capable pour te dégoûter, cap cagoter ou. Moi pas capable. Pas capable pour moi, c'est voisinage, cap côté ou. Pas capable pour te dégoûter tout, cap faire la loi. Même qu'on ait un jour, ça va changer, nous avons l'espoir. Haïti chérie, vous faites mal, vous faites mal. Mais son joli qui, la game soudaine va souffler. Sans barrière, nous obligés à faire ou pas derrière. Moi dis trop tracas, en pile de gaz. Yo dis pour me passer quoi des bouquets, m'obligé négocier à kidnapper. Moi dis pour qui ça, mais côté d'État. Moi je vis dans le pays, moi. Oh, 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 oh. Moi tendez ma tisse sans barrière, nous obligés à faire ou pas derrière. Moi dis trop tracas, en pile de gaz. Yo dis pour me passer quoi des bouquets, m'obligé négocier à kidnapper. Moi dis pour qui ça, mais côté l'État. Nostalgie. Ici, mon coup one, the only one.
Top radio, worldwide station, print radio. What you doing?
What you listening to? And your radio? I'm in stereo. Tap into the frequency. King and Green Radio. And your stereo. What you listening to? What you listening to? If you're the Green and Green Radio, hey, what you listening to? Hey. What you listening to? If you're the Green and Green Radio, radio. Yeah. Can you feel it? Go. Hey, what you listening to? Go. Two step. Keep a two step. Green and Green Radio. Green and Green Radio. Green and Green Radio. Radio. Green and Green Radio. Radio. Booking station. What you listening to? What you listening to? they listening to. Hey, if you're looking at Queen Radio, radio, yeah. Life's too real. Oh, what you listening to? In your radio, I'm in stereo. Tap into the frequency. King and Queen Radio. In your stereo. 93.5 FM.
And you know what? I like it.
Attention, New York City. We are inviting you to join us on our regular Monday night show on King and Queen Radio / Brooklyn Station with latest informations in arts, science, music, and entertainment. You can be part of the program as a guest, co-host, and a business owner, advertising your products and services as well. So don't miss out the opportunity to get your voice heard. Tune in every Monday, 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. West African Time. Call us on 718-253-7273. Don't miss out. Monday night show. See you there.
And you know what? I like it.
Attention, New York City. We are inviting you to join us on our regular Monday night show on King and Queen Radio / Brooklyn Station with latest informations in arts, science, music, and entertainment. You can be part of the program as a guest, co-host, and a business owner, advertising your products and services as well. So don't miss out the opportunity to get your voice heard. Tune in every Monday, 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. West African Time. Call us on 718-253-7273. Don't miss out. Monday night show. See you there.
Views expressed on this program are those of the host, guest, and callers, and are not necessarily those of the station, its management, or other advertisers. Use of this site and all services provided therein are for personal use only. Brooklyn Station holds no responsibility for the validity or accuracy of the information given. Views expressed on this program are those of the host, guest, and callers, and are not necessarily those of the station, its management, or other advertisers. Use of this site and all services provided therein are for personal use only. King and Queen Radio holds no responsibility for the validity or accuracy of the information given.
Spirituality is like a flame. In our darkest times and stormy days, we all need a flame to guide us through the darkness, a clean flowing river to guide us through the storms and find peace, a bright light to guide us on the journey of life. Be equipped with powers, prayers, meditations, divine gift, responses of the universe, the peace, the faith, the joy, and wisdom. Call Sister DOBONG on 718-253-7273. 718-253-7273.
King and Queen Radio. King and Queen Radio. King and Queen Radio.
Hi, everybody. I'm Archie Bell of the Trails of Houston, Texas. We don't only sing, but we dance just as good as we want. In Houston, we just started a new dance called the Tighten Up. This is the music we tighten up with. First, tighten up on the drum. Come on now, drummer. I want you to tighten it up for me now. Oh, yeah. tighten up on that bass now. Tighten it up. Yeah. Now let that guitar fall in. Oh yeah. Tighten up on the organ now. Yeah, you do the tighten up. Yeah now. I said if you can do it now, it sure will be tough. Now look here. Come on now. Now make it mellow. Then tighten it up now. Do the tighten it up. Everybody can do it now. So get to it. We gonna tighten up. Do the tighten up. You can do it now. So baby get to it. Do your left now. Do your right. Everybody can do it. But don't you get too tight. Come on and tighten up. Tighten it up now. Tighten it up now. Tighten it up. Do the tighten up. Come on and tighten it up. Tighten it up now. Come on now, Billy. Tighten it up. Oh, yeah. Sock it to me now. Tighten it up. Come on. Tighten up that bass. Oh, yeah. Now look here. I want that guitar to fall in on that. Tighten it up now. Oh, yeah. Now tighten it up, Augie. Yeah, now everybody tighten it up now. Now look here. We're gonna make it mellow for you now. We're gonna make it mellow now. Tighten it up. You can get it. Move to your left, move to your right. Tighten it up now. Everything will be out of sight. Come on and tighten it up. Tighten it up now. You can do it.
Oh, I wish that our love would grow and grow, just like a little child, so young and growing wild. And I wish that our love would never come and go, just like the rain that falls, the Santa once a year he calls. Even though you're far away, you're never out of my mind. There still exists the feel of love between us.
Welcome back to the King and Queen Radio. BrooklynStation.com, SisterTheBong.com, and we tightening it up. That's right, Tony Blinn say tightening it up, and we tightening up the show for you. Of course, we have a great evening with you, and we happy to see you here. All you folks out there, I want to give a shout out there. If you're out there in Georgia, Florida, Connecticut, Chicago, New York, South Carolina, North Carolina, Arkansas, Florida, wherever you at right now, I want to say greetings and welcome to the King and Queen Radio Show. Tell a friend and a friend. Send an invitation to the friend, share, and like the page. We love you here with us every Monday night and want to say thank you for each and every one. And we are live on WVIP 93.5 King and Queen Radio Internet and WVIP 93.5 Brooklyn Station Internet. And join me on SisterDubon.com for those horoscope lucky numbers waiting for you right now. Do you need some luck? Visit SisterDubon.com and get the prayer, get the remedy that suits you. That's on SisterDubon.com. Go and visit it now, SisterDubon.com. It's such a pleasure to have everybody out there this evening. It's beautiful in New York City. It's cold. It is really, really ice cold. And guess what? Tomorrow the weather be warming up. Yes, we're going all the way up to 50 degrees this week. Can you believe it? From the teens all the way to the 50. I don't know. We're living in New York. As you say, the climate is changing. And everything is changing around us. The world is changing. The situation is to change. So life is made of changes, and you have to get used to it. We know how we used to be, but it's not no more. You know how I tell some people and fans and friends and people, I say we are like a book. Each day we have to turn a new leaf. And sometimes we may look back at the bad leaf that we had in the past and bring it to our future. Don't do that. Keep the page turning. Because if you go backwards, then you're going to lose the next page, the next chapter, and you're going to get stuck. And once you get stuck in the past, you can never move forward and never succeed in what you're trying to do. May sound harsh sometimes. You may be in a relationship, and the relationship can be really, really toxic. And that's because you stay in the past with that toxic relationship. You may feel like you're not worth anything because some people can get stuck with another person is not for you. And sometimes you can believe that person is for you, really truly believe. So you got to understand how to separate the sex from the feeling of love. You'll know when someone love you, truly love you, they will chase you. They will follow you. They will make you comfort. When you're sick, they'll be there. They will do things out of the ordinary just for you because they love you. But if you have to keep chasing someone, running behind them, and telling them what to do for you, then that's not love. So don't get the two mixed up. And so many people, and I have clients here and there, they get in a relationship and they need it. No one want a needed person. Try to do things yourself. Don't depend on others to do for you because they may have their own problems. So try to do as much as you can for yourself and try to be independently, and you'll have a better life. Turn to the future, not to the past. Keep past memories that you don't repeat the same mistake. But make sure you turn the page to a new leaf, and you're going to see your future will come to the way it should be. You will adjust with this future because right now we in a future that what you don't understand, it's change. A lot of people change. What causing them to change? Different sources. A lot of people believe in a lot in witchcraft now. Witchcraft is just as powerful as religion. They doing it in the jails. They doing it everywhere. Voodoo, witchcraft, obia, whatever you want to call it, they doing it. You don't know who doing it. So it's best to check yourself out, check a reader and advisor, check a spiritual person, and just listen and see if some of the things they tell you is happening to you. And I am Sister DeBong. If you're going through an issue in your life and you're having troubles and your problems and you need some spiritual help, you're going through maybe health problems, you're going through maybe angry problems, separation, maybe someone in jail, maybe someone is right now with you and you don't feel they love you. You could just feel the distance because they sleeping with you in the bed, but not sleeping with you. The person sleeping in the bed with you and not sleeping with you do not love you. Okay? Because person love you, sleeping in the bed with you, gonna make you comfortable, and you're both gonna intermingle with each other and get to know each other, even if it's just kissing or hugging. But when someone turn their back on you, beware, something is going on. So now if you're having troubles in your life, and you're going through situations that you feel you cannot change, that's why you got me, Sister DeBong. Give me a call and I will fix things. Telephone number 718-253-7273. Again, that's 718-253-7273. Now I'm going to let the DJ play a little music and I'm coming back. And be prepared. Get your friends ready because I'm getting ready to give you some psychic energy readings for you out there because some people need to hear it. So I'm waiting on you to call me back. And the number tonight to call me is 718 253-7273. And I'm going to ask my host here, what do you feel about the new world? Do you feel a lot of superstitions and a lot of voodoo and a lot of spiritualism going on now?
Well, I mean, there's a kind of a lack of real leadership anymore. I mean, it used to be everybody had role models, right? Now it's like everything's hither, thither, and yon, and nobody really seems to know uh, the carryover morality and like guidance from the medieval ages just isn't quite fitting the modern society, and that's one of the problems we're having today. Is you have some people they're basically clinging to the old system because it's something they know, and it's not unfamiliar. So it's like they'll cling to it till they die.
Yeah, but that's not a good thing to do if you got children, because can't that lead your children backwards instead of them moving forward with the world?
Oh, absolutely. I'll tell you what, I had a yesterday, yeah, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I downloaded the Gospel of Judas.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, literally, that was probably one of the most profound spiritual moments I ever had in my life, because it like confirmed what Jesus supposedly said to Judas, confirmed everything that I've come to accept as true about the metaphysical world and our purpose here and everything. And I mean, it was freaky because it's like I kind of live in a Lovecraftian world as far as my beliefs go, and to have like the lost book of the Bible sit there and confirm all that was just.
Well, we have a caller here. Let me take that caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, D. How are you?
Well, I'm good. How are you this evening?
I'm feeling good. I didn't miss you tonight.
What did you say?
I didn't miss you. I didn't fall asleep tonight.
Oh, wow. So the show must have been keeping you up. So I guess you're tightening up.
Yeah.
You remember that song, Tighten Up?
Yeah, sing it.
What did you say?
Sing it again.
The record he was playing, Tightening Up. There was a dance back in the days called Tighten Up, and he was playing that tonight. Tighten Up. There was a dance they used to ball their hands together, put the fists together, and put one foot out and one in. Tighten Up. And they used to have a dance called Tighten Up. I thought you heard it. So you know what I'm picking up with you? I'm picking up your energy is very, very loose and very strong. But what I'm picking up with you, the person love you dearly, but what happening is in your life you going through different changes now, phases, and a lot of it is coming from the beyond. Some people that maybe didn't wish you so well, as a lot of the forces around you, which you have to clean a lot of the negative energy with you, and a lot of them may try to want to sleep with you and stop you from being able to sleep with anyone. So you may need to cleanse those spirits away from you and be able to put yourself back on track again.
So how would I do that?
I feel the person love you dearly, and they got that strong feeling for you, but the same time, the same token, they can't reach you the way they want to, because that spirit is leading you away. Well, what you got to do, you got to pray to the spirit, oh Yah. And you got to really pray to oh Yah. And when you can, one day you go near a cemetery, leave 7 dimes. And that should take away that negativity. Just leave it at the front of the gate. Leave it at
Go back a little.
Just leave it at the front of the gate, 7 dimes. And leave it at the front of the gate and ask oh Yah to guard you away from anybody who may have put you near the cemetery or in the cemetery, okay?
They put me in it?
You just do what I told you to do and you'll be okay. All right?
All right, so that'll bring him back?
That would bring him back because it start clearing some more in your life. And what I want to tell you to do is you over praying. Sometimes don't pray to too many things at one time and stop mixing things with things, because some spirits don't mix with others at certain times. You have to know what you're doing when you're doing that energy and spiritual work, because a lot of people give you remedies, and what possibly you have did went on the internet and took in some remedies there and try practices them, especially the people with the money jar and all that nonsense. That stuff is only half way. And once you start doing it, next thing you know, you lose everything you got, and you got to seek someone spiritual. So it's better,
right.
it's better to go to someone spiritual and get the real deal than going on internet, getting all that false nonsense. Because first of all, no spiritualist is going to put the exactly remedies on internet, and for what's good for the goose may not be good for the gander.
Yes,
So
yes.
you go and copy what somebody said, what they did don't mean for you. So the right way was people need to do get their consultation, because everybody right now I'm finding to be a witch, but yet and know
It's true. That's even some people got prayers up.
Yeah, but they ain't getting no results. All they doing is
bringing
more negativity in the world, because everybody claiming they're spiritual and claiming they know this and know that, and they don't know nothing. They book reading. They even got people, psychics online, is actually reading books to people and making thousands of dollars. But that don't go good, because that'll turn on you. You have to go the right way through God. And if you don't have the Holy Spirit to work with you, you ain't working at all. You working with Satan.
Yeah.
You working with Satan and don't even know it. So Satan will give you what you want, because he's designed to do the same thing as the good angel. Remember, he's an angel too. So he know what you want, so he can fulfill. But then what he do when he take it away from you, he really mess you up. Then you have to spend thousands of dollars to get rid of it. So do the right thing. Consult your spiritualist before you go and take off and do the right thing. That's a message. That's a message to you. Okay, dear?
Yes. Thank you.
The lucky number is 9, 28, 43, 18, 10, 11. And your 3 numbers is 742. And I'm going to give you 4 numbers, 1990. Okay?
1990.
There you go.
I needed that, because my mind was on a lot of that. When I seen a prayer, I was like, not everything, no, because, So it was good that you clarified that for me tonight.
Well, most people need it clarified. They go on these pages and they tell me, oh, this man sitting up there telling, and the man sitting up there telling you a bunch of lies, making money. These people not going to put there's no remedy for everybody. When you consult the Spirit give you a remedy then at that moment for that time. So no one remedy going to last for everybody. If it was, the whole world would be, which they think
it gets tainted.
Everybody doing stupid voodoo and worshiping Satan. That's all they're doing. Okay, dear. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Anybody want to call in? 718-253-4239, 718-676-0820. I know I made a lot of people mad out there, but they should be mad. Stop robbing the people.
Well, and I mean, basically, metaphysical aptitude comes through. It really comes from how much of what you've been raised to believe you can unbelieve. I mean, our power is only limited by that which we have yet to unlearn, because we're pretty much taught some stuff that really handicaps our capacity to understand the realm of the spirit. Bad.
Well, I got a lot of things that I'm going to teach you. We're going to teach people some metaphysics and how to go within self one night, and how to be able to bring out their true self.
The universal principles too.
Yes, because it's chakras, that it really exists, and very well, if you know how to tune into things, you can make things work for you yourself and be really uplifted.
They figure sound frequency could conceivably basically control our entire reality if a person had the understanding of it. So that's basically frequency is what people have called magic. The ability to manipulate the frequency of the universe. Mm-hmm. And that can get, and then you start getting into, like, because I took macroeconomics, right? Well, economics, which is macro and micro. And when I was reading that Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, it's like it was talking about the Rockefeller. He laid out like the mathematics comparing macroeconomics to an electrical circuit, right?
Well, mathematics and people just don't understand that the world really is made up of numbers, electrons, and we are too.
Yep.
Everything is a number.
It's basically, if you really want to get down to it, the universe is basically the same thing as a computer, a bunch of ones and zeros.
Exactly.
So for the
It's
frequency
infinity.
is basically
It's no beginning and no end.
nope. And this is one of the things I've been trying to get across to the musical artists of the world, and the various groups I talk to, is that in the overtone series, basically, when you hit a musical note, that musical note sounds from one end of the universe to the other eventually.
Yes.
So
that's why some people can pick up the frequency and their song go out, because they're dealing with frequency, and you need a certain sound that can hit the universe. You can sing all you want, but if you don't have that special note, that little note that hit the universe, then your music ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. It is basically the more capacity you have to understand and manipulate frequency, the more capacity you have to basically. I
think Michael Jackson was good at it.
Yeah. He got a lot of people behind him. He got kind of whacked out at the end there, but
because
he grew up.
Get crazy.
Well, he grew up in a situation
if you hit the wrong frequency and don't know how to control it, it can manipulate you and destroy you, because you're tapping into energy. Folks, I know you don't understand this. It's very complicated what we're speaking, but you will understand it later on after you think about it.
Yeah, we'll go more in depth too, on special shows here coming up pretty soon that'll be dedicated just to providing factual information, because we do like to kind of stick with the facts, but.
So we're gonna take it back to, we done took them too far into Scientology. We on that level where it's a more higher spiritual realm, that once upon a time those people live here on earth, and if you got that certain DNA in you, you can tap into exactly what we're saying. And not everybody can understand the frequency that we own when we're speaking now, because that's a whole nother world. People was here way before, and when people didn't listen to them, the ones who was those special humans, different humans, they didn't listen to when they was leaving, they got left behind.
Well,
I'll take you into that one day. That's come with the DNA.
I'm convinced now that before the Roman Empire, we had 6 senses. At some point in time, we had 6 senses.
Not everybody. There was different.
That could be, but I know there's a 6th sense that's missing.
Because the Atlantis was destroyed because those people had to leave. And who all didn't go with them got left behind.
Now, see, I've been kind of looking into that and reading.
I'm very good at it.
The Atlantean, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, right?
Very good at it.
And from what I gather, it's like back in the day we were slaves. We were genetically modified by the Anunnaki to be slaves, right? And we revolted, and it's baffled me for years. How did we revolt? We were kind of primitive. We didn't have weapons to compare to them.
No, but some people there was a different human race. And when the time was to leave, if you wasn't in that location, they disappeared and left. You got left behind because you didn't obey.
I suspect at that point in time we still had our 6th sense, which is and
we still got it,
and that was able to manipulate frequency.
Not good as before, because we lost it because you didn't obey. That's all I'm going to do.
Well,
so all you folks out there understanding what I'm saying and what we're saying here, this is talking very highly spiritual, and it's on another level. Besides that, we're gonna take y'all to some music, because we got to come back to the earth level.
Yeah, just remember, filtered water.
Okay, there you go, filtered water.
life I can't keep myself. I can't keep myself. Oh, I can't keep myself. Allow me to flex. Oh. This life I can't keep myself. I can't keep myself. Oh, I can't keep myself. Allow me to flex. Many years me I done the go. Rock the mic, me I rock the show. Many hit songs when I go. Still them go say me I know they try. I see them complain of Kanye West. In speaking mind the people best. Everybody wants to be the best, but the world can do without the best. Akwaki can sing in Jehovah. Nobody did that Jehovah. I say up for the right guy. Declare them for I. You they think we'll not die. You do them like Fimo. This life I can't keep myself. I can't keep myself. I can't keep myself. Allow me to flex. This life I can't keep myself. I can't keep myself. I can't keep myself. Allow me to flex. Yo coco, yo coco. Like me the win and go say now yo. They don't play it. Yo coco, yo coco. Some people say I go babalawo. Never. Tell them. Don't be anybody carry me pass. Nobody they carry me pass. Don't be anybody they carry me pass. Nobody know me and they pray and fast. Only God they carry me pass. Only my Jehovah they carry me pass. Nobody they carry me pass. This life I can't keep myself. I can't keep myself.
Yeah. The connotations wearing my nerves thin. Could it be semantic generating the mess we're in? I understand that language breeds stereotype. But what's the explanation for the malice, for the spite?
That music is sounding good. Well, DA Wise, if you can call in the station, you brought up some good stuff here. 718-253-4239. DA Wise, if you got the chance, call in the station, please. That's 718-253-4239. Wow. DJ, keep on playing. I'm going to wait on the call.
Don't call me white. I wasn't brought here, I was born. Circumcised, categorized, allegiance one. Does this mean I have to take such shit for being fair-skinned? No. I ain't part of no conspiracy, I'm just your average Joe. Don't call me white. Don't call me white. Represents everything I hate.
We're gonna talk a little something until we get that call in. Hopefully we get that call in. So the Gospel of Judah.
All right,
explain that to me.
And basically, it was in a private collection until I think it was 2006 that the National Geographic finally got a hold of it, or 2010, something like that. 2006, and it was in pretty deteriorated condition, but they managed to translate it and release a copy of it in, I think, 2010. Basically, the Gospel of Judas, one of the things about it is it's one of the closest ones to the actual life of the disciples, right? And in it, he portrays a very different picture of the Jesus' relationship with the disciples, and as a matter of fact, he provides very different teachings. And it's like basically, he spoke of the building of the false church and the false leadership, leading people away from the true understanding of the divine.
Okay, we got that caller on the line.
Let's let her talk.
Ooh, good evening.
Hi, peace and blessings to all.
All right, and this is my cousin. I want you to tell us who you are and tell them your professional, please.
Hi, hello everyone. This is Dee A. Weiss calling from the Midwest. My background is in psychology, counseling, and behavioral management.
Okay, that's great to hear this evening. And so we had a topic coming up, and you wrote some interesting stuff. Tell us about the chakras a little bit in those numbers.
Okay, so I had to dig into the crates a little bit, so bear with me. Okay. So we know everyone has their different types of belief systems, whether it's on a religious foundation or on a spiritual. And so what I posted was the different chakra levels. And for those who do not know, music is nothing but energy. And so, however that music resonates or translates, it actually relates to our systems, our bodies, our mind, and our spirit. And so, what I posted was about the different frequencies or chakra frequencies. And so, for each frequency, it relates to the different levels in our bodies. So, for example, when we talk about our base chakra, we're talking about the 963 frequency, or that 396 frequency level. So, for example, if you're listening to low vibrational music, say, for example, it has like a lot of bass, a lot of baritone, that is a lower frequency. So if you're talking about a higher frequency, anywhere from the throat up, the 852 or third eye chakra, you're going to hear higher pitch tones, which will resonate to that system or to that area of the body. So let's just say, for example, you're having blockages with your throat chakra or maybe with your heart chakra. Do you know if you play something as simple as Bach or Chopin, that those frequencies can clear up? So that's what we talk about, the different chakra and frequency levels.
Wow, you're absolutely right, because you can be in a bad mood and some music you can put on and right away you want it off. And the next minute you can put on something else and your mood immediately change.
Well, and see, the thing is that that ties into science too, because our DNA genomes are actually attuned to certain frequencies. So it's like some people. I like I said, I originally scoffed at the concept of Reiki, and until I sat down and said, "What the heck am I doing?" Me of all people, because energy is everything. So yeah, those frequencies are actually tied into our DNA.
That's exactly what we were saying. How do you feel about that, Dr. DeWise?
Absolutely, because actually, if you think about it, even though we listen to music on the radio, our body is an instrument. If you do something as sit in a quiet place and just hum or whistle or snap, do you know that resonating those type of frequencies can balance out your system?
Oh, so that's why you see the monks and stuff. They all sit in a row and they
Yeah, those frequencies.
Like
yeah.
the numrum, what the numrum? I can't say rengeng.
Namram Rengekyo.
So they're really using that to energize their body.
To lift them basically out. I was looking at the picture of that monk that burned himself there in Saigon during the right before the Vietnam War started, and yeah, I mean, I'm sure you remember the story, because he sat there. He had people pour gas all over him, and they lit him on fire. And he sat there the whole time, didn't scream once, no utterings of pain.
I seen that in Africa done.
Yeah,
what causing that?
See, what that is that's meditation, because meditation actually is basically what it boils down to, near as I can tell, is we're on the wrong side of the door to hell, and the prison that we're trapped in, this reality that we're trapped in, is created by our own minds, by our belief system. So really, the key to the door is actually frequency, the ability to let go of this prison and ascend. And that's basically essentially what these monks are doing when they burn themselves, is they're removing they're basically stepping outside of the prison. So what happens to their body no longer affects them, because they're no longer trapped. That's ascension. They're moving to the next phase. Now, death doesn't necessarily guarantee moving into the next phase. Moving to the next phase consists of being able to let go of the trap.
Yeah.
And the trap is created specifically by the dialogue that is always going on in our head.
In our head, in the little part in the middle center,
Yes.
it's called a peanut.
Yep. That dialogue you always got going in your brain, if you can shut that up, you can break free of the prison.
How you feel about that today, Wise? We hit you with some psychology tonight.
Well, actually, I'm glad that you all brought that up, because that's why it's important for us to stay grounded. If any of you have grown and surrounded yourself with the elders, they always say, take your shoes off. Is some significance to that. Wow. That's why they say, walk barefooted into the grass, because you're grounding yourself with nature and you're being one with nature and connecting yourself with nature. That's why they say surround yourself, go into the forest to connect yourself with animals, because they carry the highest frequencies. That's why cats are very protective of the afterlife, well as dogs are protected of our real life or present.
You said
so we have real life guardians of our earth. We just need to reconnect ourselves with nature and be one with nature.
Well, I'm sure about the cat, because when I was in a situation and I come back, first thing looking through my window was the cat.
Yeah, mine too.
And I says, the cat is like a guardian angel.
And the trippy thing about it is that like all the frequencies she's talking about, none of those are in the standard accepted concert pitch of 440 hertz, because 440 hertz will always come up even, and all the solfeggio frequencies, all the sacred frequencies, are odd numbers. So
absolutely,
so I mean, you couple that with the fluoride in the drinking water, and there goes your sixth sense.
Wow.
For those that have it.
Wow. So you have to leave that chloride water alone.
Yep. Filter your water, and tune to 528 hertz, because the overtone series of 528 hertz has almost all of your solfeggio frequencies in it. Now, who was it? Let's see. There was, one of the people, the juxtaposition of psychology and mysticism. There's one person that a lot of people don't know, but he was actually kind of a powerful sorcerer if you really look at it.
Was it not Carl Jung? Was it?
Yes, it was. It was. You had Carl Jung and Manslow.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You see, I'm on point with you. But you gonna break me, I ain't gonna know.
Jung became quite the. He was on his way to being a very powerful sorcerer.
I studied him a lot.
Oh, it gave me chills when I read his archetypes, because I mean, he hit me on. I mean, he nailed me to the T. I was like, dang.
And Carl Jung was very, very good.
Well,
yes, and actually, Branslow. If to be more defined, Manslow, who was the founder of the hierarchy of needs, if you look at his hierarchy of needs, is similar to the chakra levels.
And it's very right on too. Yeah, the hierarchy of needs. I took quite a few years of behavioral therapy and stuff like that, and they know how the human mind works. I mean, they know very, very, very well how it functions.
Of course they can. That's why now they can make machines that can deal with your brain, because they know the frequency.
Well, yeah, and that's why the propaganda is so effective.
You don't know what computers they are making out there. Now they know how to make the face look like human.
Oh, I'm getting an idea.
So they easily can make a computer like a human being, and you won't even know it. What do you say about that, D.A. Wise? I'm going too far-fetched.
Well, if you look at the historical content of psychology, when you look at when they were doing like putting electrodes on people here for electroshock therapy, if you really think about it, it was about balancing the frequencies in the brain.
Yep. Basically it was a crude way to do it, but I mean, they're not they play like they don't know much about
Well,
how
they
the
learned
human
that during
mind
the time
works.
of
But
Hitler. How many people did he experiment on? And you don't know what they learned and what kind of secrets because they was using all the corpse of the so-called lower people at that time, and they was killing them, experimenting on
well,
them. Black Americans, Jewish, and all the rest.
Hitler understood the power of the word, because the word has power.
Yes, it do.
Absolutely, and those who study and are masters of that science know how to manipulate. Think about it like this: when you watch TV or you listen to music, and then all of a sudden a commercial comes on, and you're like, "Hey, I was just thinking about that." They're following our patterns and our routines and what our interests are, and that's a level of manipulation too.
And that's where A and I come in.
Well, and see,
Absolutely.
that's what it talks. They had the first Bilderberg group was discussing that very subject. The gathering of mega data and using it to basically they're just reinforcing the prison, right? Because quantum physics says that reality is in flux until somebody actually qualifies it as. They have to perceive it and qualify it.
Well, you just hit on something with the prison, and she worked in the prison system. The prison. Now, all those people that don't have no families and doing life, do you think they take their bodies and use them for experimentation, DA wise? Did you hear me?
Oh.
We got disconnected.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, well, okay, she'll call back. But the people in prison, what do you think about that?
Well, see, here's the thing. There's a large number of people over on the liberal side of the liberal movement that for some reason they think prisons shouldn't exist. And it's like, I asked one of them one time, I was talking that trash, going, you know what, check it out. You ever been to prison? She was like, no. I'm like, okay, well, there's some people behind those walls that the only thing that's keeping them from killing you and your family is those walls. If you let them out, they are rabid animals. They should have been put down, but they weren't. They were locked up. But you let them go, and they will kill and murder and rape.
Because it is ingrained in to do.
It is. It has become
and people
part
don't
of
want to
them.
believe that, but that's human nature.
Yes,
That was the existence of the world.
I believe
because we couldn't live with everybody trying to live in harmony. There had to be natural murderers to wipe people out.
I believe that it is part. It is kind of it's not necessarily like killing with malice is not necessarily a part of our nature. It was taught to us, but
okay, we apologize. We're gonna bring you back, DA Wise. We had got into the prison, and I know you know about the prison system. I was asking him in the prison, the people who never come home again and got no family, do you think they use their body for experimentation?
I can't confirm nor deny, and I can only say so much. But I do believe that those who have no family or guardianship that is a relative, that body belongs to the state, and however they dispose of it is to their discretion, allegedly.
They had that one down south. I forget where it was, Alabama or somewhere like that, where it's like they had hundreds of bodies buried outside the prison. And it's like,
yes, I believe it was 125 bodies that they found,
something like that. And it's like they were some people hadn't even been informed that their relatives had died in there. And I'm telling you what,
Yes.
the one I went to back in my troubled youth, it's like if somebody had a heart attack, they stopped on the way and got a Dr. Pepper, so there'd be a real doctor there. Then they just stood around and watched you die, and then they wrote down what the time of death. That was their heart attack treatment.
That was something. Now he brought up a topic, and because I don't want to keep you all night, because I know you got business to do. But he brought up a topic saying, if you let those, a lot of people don't know. Say that statement about the prisoners if you let them go.
Oh yeah, there's some prisoners in there that what they are is they're rabid animals, and instead of putting them down, we locked them up. I'm sorry, but it's like for the people that believe there shouldn't be prisons, I'm telling you, for right now, with the system the way it is, we got people behind those bars that's exactly precisely where they need to be. Really, they need to be in 6 feet under, because there's no saving them. There's no rehabilitation, and having them do life is just risking something happening and them getting out and killing again. There's people behind those bars that you cannot let them out. If you do, they will kill, and they will continue to kill until such time as they get put down.
Now, you as a psychologist, do you believe they can be helped?
I think we did this like maybe a year ago, where you asked that same question, and I'm going to revisit it.
Okay.
I'm going to say this: that those that are declared criminally insane is another term that they use. It depends on the treatment. That's what's important once they are sentenced. What type of case plan that they have set up. Following up with that treatment plan, because usually within 30 days that they get an assessment, and then they follow up another 30 days after that, and then start with their treatment plan. Anything could be from CBT therapy, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, anything that will be prescribed by the psychiatrist, social services, and if they have children, follow up with family protective services. So it's a whole interdisciplinary team that works with that individual, and then that information, once they come up for for their hearing with the review board, will look at that information and declare if they are fit for release, or they will have to continue their sentencing if they qualify for parole.
But those kind of people are very clever in the mind. They're almost like mind readers, and I believe they can act that whole thing out and fool you.
Absolutely, and we have caught those who try to pretend that they were psychologically, mentally ill. Yes.
Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to play the system now, because people are just running out of patience with the BS. It's one of the problems you got with it. The progressive law system over there on the West Coast is really, really pushing it, because now they're basically saying that a criminal's behavior is society's fault. And I'm sorry, everybody's had the short end of the stick one way or the other. But once you become an adult and start making your own decisions, you are responsible for them. To say that you're not, is basically what they're doing is they decriminalize drugs on one hand, which is good, but instead of trying to help them, they just basically let them do whatever they want, and without that accountability. And this is my argument with the liberal system, or with the liberal movement, is it's on paper it sounds great. I believe everything it says that it's supposed to stand for, but personal accountability. You have to be accountable for your behavior.
Okay, so I'm going to take that same energy, right? Okay. And Zina know where I'm going to go with this. We're going to take that same energy of accountability on the government, because way before these individuals became criminals, they were children. And if they don't provide funding for those communities that need those services, what is that child going to do? If those families have been constantly seeking help mentally, physically, emotionally, behaviorally, and academically, And this same government dismisses them, but then want to condemn that same individual when they become grown and want to penalize them. Shouldn't they be in jail also?
Actually, I believe basically that we need worldwide government reform. But if you want to really blow your mind, search silent weapons for quiet wars and read that. It'll be on a website called The Lawful Path. You'll find it quite interesting. Silent weapons, quiet wars. Highly recommend everybody read it. It's legit. I can tell you right now. I grew up around the type of people that have the security clearance to know about it, and I grew up knowing about it. This is about 40 pages long. It'll blow your mind.
What he's really saying, and he absolutely right, the government always has to make money. So they're going to always keep something that you're going to have to, they don't want the system to be 100% correct, because if it's correct, no money can be made.
Well, the government.
So in these, as she said, in these neighborhoods, they should have clinics. Now they said in Brooklyn they're going to start putting up mental clinics. All of a sudden they're going to put them up now. But why wasn't they up before all over the place?
Well, see, here's what really disturbs me, because after having read The Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, I kind of question what's going on in the Bronx, because I've never in my life seen like a whole region spontaneously bust out with the same psychosis. Psychoses are usually pretty varied. I mean, it's like, and the creepy thing is the same stuff, the same type of like hearing voices and stuff that everybody seems to be spontaneously busting out within the neighborhood I was in the Bronx. That shooter up in Maryland was talking about that too. Or was it Maine? It was just up north here a little bit. Yeah, Maine, I think it was. And he was talking about hearing voices, and at the same time, I was looking at because Tesla came up with a vibrational weapon that was basically he was in the negotiation for, and that used low frequency oscillations in order to cause massive amounts of destruction. And I mean, it's like there's always a vibration going in New York. Always, there's always that vibration, and that's low frequency oscillations. So where are they coming from? Can that be tied to the spontaneous breakout of voices? Because it's like my roommate went
You're
crazy.
absolutely right. A lot of people hear voices.
A lot.
A lot. I don't hear it much in Brooklyn, but my clients from the Bronx, a lot of them say they hear these voices. Have you heard that in your work? A lot of people come with the hearing voices.
It's a smaller percentage. Some of them that we have right now are what we call co-occurring diagnosis, and those with dual diagnosis carry more substance abuse along with mental health, which is usually like bipolar disorder, depression, or anxiety.
Yeah, like
yeah, but the drugs. You said the right answer. There's more hallucinating drugs with the herbs that they are selling out there now, which they putting them in certain neighborhoods.
Yeah,
and that will create the voices that people be start after a while smoking that will start hallucinating and hearing voices.
Oh, yeah, you get the combination.
Yeah, a lot of those synthetic drugs will trigger some of the psychosis in individuals that may have laid dormant for years, but because they smoke a synthetic drug may trigger and awaken those symptoms.
Yeah, and I mean the whole fentanyl thing. I mean, we still need a march where we go and compare the number of names that people who have died from the opium war. Let's call it what it is, the opium war. Then as compared to the Vietnam War, I guarantee you there will be more names on that have died due to this opiate war than died in 20 years of Vietnam.
Wow.
Right. But I have a quick question for you all, since we're talking about drugs. Now, you all remember back in the late 80s and all the way to almost the early 2000s, we were talking about the crack epidemic. So I have a quick question. Where are the progenies from, or the kids from those that were in that crack generation. Where are they now? Because we don't hear anything about those survivors from the crack epidemic.
Yeah.
And are these the similar individuals that are dealing with severe mental health issues?
Well, I mean, it's like the neighborhood I was in, and I've been in a couple different hoods. Sky Circle down there in Dallas, where they sent the refugees from Katrina from New Orleans. Let's see, South Central. Grew up in the hood up there outside of Seattle, and the Bronx here. A few other ones, and I mean, basically what it boils down to is the due to the gang wars in the 80s and the crack epidemic, it's wiped out all their leadership. The only the only elders they got left that aren't serving life or dead are the meanest.
What happened to them is aid came along.
Yeah, you got that
And
too.
aid wiped out that generation. Mostly the crack generation was wiped out by AIDS.
There just ain't much. There's not very many.
And by and all the rest.
Yeah.
It was wiped out. So that's why it's you may be getting crack babies now that's ruling because the parents died, and most kids was raised with the grandparents.
Yeah, and I mean the foster system is basically just a giant child molestation ring. So I mean it's a real mess. And the thing is that when you read that Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, that was written in the 40s, and it talked specifically about creating this situation and how they were going to do it. And I mean, you look back on it and you can see precisely that they did exactly what it said in that paper. There's one part where it says that we will basically create a situation in the economy where both parents have to work so that we can use state subsidized daycares and subpar education to create a gap between them and us that's so vast, not even the most intelligent, not even the smartest would be able to comprehend how to bridge that gap.
Wow.
So basically, the government has designed a system for us to solely depend on them, regardless how successful we are or how poor we are.
Yeah, it talks about giving away stuff to place people in debt to you. It talks about the current situation politically in the United States of America. It specifically tells how they were going to create it. And you can look back from then to now and see that that's precisely what they did. So I mean, anybody who thinks the government's on our side, you better think again, because they're bringing slavery back for all of us.
Yeah, everything. Well, you can see that now because the little businessmen don't really exist anymore.
No.
Because everything is done on the Amazon and the top companies.
Yeah, and all.
So if you can send your stuff there and sell it, why would you want a store?
And all those big companies, it's like Amazon.
They're wiping out Mama Papa stores.
Yeah, they're all part of the Bilderberg Group.
Wow.
Amazon, yep.
All right, lady, I'm going to let you go. And thank you so much for calling in, because we got to take it to some music. And thank you again, okay?
Thank you for inviting me.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Well, folks, you got a little lesson tonight, and I hope you enjoy this discussion. And don't forget, midnight, we're going to be in Africa, and we're going to be discussing farming. And all the farmers out there, you want to listen to our show coming directly from Africa tonight, and we're going to talk about farming.
Yeah, America has a lack of appreciation for farmers, unfortunately.
And that's the worst thing. We had to come out of farming because of they wasn't giving enough of the fertilizer, and everything was so expensive, and most people had to leave their farmland.
Yeah,
we had to leave our farmland, and I mean it was 100 acres.
I mean, when you farm, you work. I mean, you're up
early in the morning, 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
getting that biscuit and syrup,
feed the animals before you go to bed.
That's right. Had to feed them pigs.
Yeah.
Had to make sure you feed them pigs the sow, and make sure you get them hens and get them good old fresh eggs.
I remember they was talking about this lady. They did an interview with her, and I mean, she must have been. I think she was like in her 80s, and she finally sold her farm. She had been farming
Oh,
her whole
God,
life,
that-
and she
that
said,
hurt.
"Man, I just need a break. I've been working every day for
But right after that, you'll drop dead because you're so used to getting up.
Yeah.
But I guess that helped. My grandmother lived 102 years old, even though she didn't work the farm at all. She had chance not to work it since they own it. They had other people working it.
Yeah, but
I
it's still.
watched.
I mean,
I watched the people working the farm, and it was. I tried it a couple times with some tobacco and stuff.
oh, it's
And-
hard work, ain't it?
Oh, Lord Jesus, getting up early in the morning and the rooster crowing. I used to hate that rooster crow,
Well,
boy.
I mean, that's why the South was so, they were so adamant about keeping the slaves. Is it's like their whole economy was based on agriculture.
Agriculture.
And it was highly labor intensive agriculture.
Oh, we're gonna go into that one. I'm gonna go into that story. We're gonna go into that one night. The real truth about the plantation owners and the slaves, and how after they couldn't keep the land after slavery. It was really, really terrible.
Yeah, and the South's never really fully recovered from it. Because it was a pretty significant blow to their economy. And I mean. One of the things a lot of people seem to forget is that that was a Democratic thing. The Democrats were the ones that weren't going to give up their slaves.
It was the Democrats.
Yeah, KKK started out as a Democratic organization.
And a lot of people don't know that.
Well,
because
what they'll
they
say.
switched it during the time
Yeah.
from the North.
They
From the
sit there.
North, they switched it to Democratic here, but down there they made it look like it was the Republic up here, and the people didn't want Republic and didn't realize they was being fooled.
Well, I mean, now they're still playing that game where it's just like if you vote for Trump, you're racist.
Now turn a Republic.
Well, here's what I like seeing, and I highly recommend if I think we should just cancel the vote because they've already set it as a trigger for a whole lot of bad stuff we don't want to have happen. But if you do go vote, there's a new third party made up of all the moderates between the two parties and headed by what's his face, the Huang or whatever that was going for the universal the universal way of the living expense or living allowance. They're moderates. It's made up entirely of people that are just sick of the system. Where if you're a Republican, you're racist, and if you're a Democrat, it's like it's made up of people who don't want to play that game anymore. And if they have candidates up, vote for them.
Have somebody running the country. They just cannot have nobody, because then everybody run buck wild, and then it'll turn back into them days when they were looking for gold.
If you go way back in the day, I mean, it's like we didn't need this type of system. The thing is we're fooled into thinking we need this system. We don't, but we are stuck in a situation where it's like one country can't just go to a whole new system because the other countries will invade
us.
So we
need
need
one system going.
Yeah, you need a strong military to protect yourself. Blah blah blah. It's like I say,
please.
They've designed the trap.
We'll be winding up.
But
all right, we gonna take it to some music now. All right, okay, DJ, hit it.
Somebody's got to pay the piper. Somebody's got to pay the piper. Young girl, what are your visions? Young man, make a decision. You've been dancing all night long, and I know you love the song. Yeah. Somebody's got to pay the piper. All right. Somebody's got to pay the piper. Yeah, yeah. You can't take life for granted. Don't try. Your visions are slanted. You've been dancing all night long, and I know you love the song, but somebody's got to pay the piper. Somebody's got to pay the piper. Very high. No free dancing in life. You gotta pay. Somebody's got to pay. Yeah. Somebody's got to pay the piper. Somebody's got to pay. Somebody's got to pay the piper. Somebody's got to pay the piper. You gotta pay the piper. Somebody's got to pay the piper. Yeah. Young girl, what are your visions? Young man, make a decision. I wanna begin with you. Hey, have you ever tried really reaching out for the other side? I'm really glad I'm on rainbows, but baby, you go. Dreams are for those who sleep. Life is for us to keep. And if you're wondering what this song is leading to, hey, have you ever tried really reaching out for the other side? I'm really glad I'm on rainbows, but baby, you go. Dreams are for those who sleep. Life is for us to keep. And if you're wondering what this song is leading to, I wanna make it with you. I really feel that we could make it, girl.
I was recommended to Sister DOBONG at 1752 Flatbush Avenue by a friend of mine because I was actually going through a whole bunch of stuff. And since I've came here, I felt so much different, so much better. And I'm encouraging everybody because things could happen. You never know. And anybody who's going through what I think that I went through, I mean, just come to 1752 Flatbush Avenue and see this lady, and then you would get all the results that you need.
Sister Dubong, she are the best spiritualist you can find. Help you win money problem, love problem, sickness or bad luck. Call her now. She waiting to help you. 718-253-7273.
Yes, this is Island Breeze. This lady has been taking care of me since the last 3 years. 1752 Flatbush Avenue, Sister Dubong. She's very good, really and truly. I came here, with some situation, and she worked it out, and now, I feel like a better person right now. But you just give her a chance, and she's gonna always tell you the truth, negative or positive. She always gonna give you the truth. All right. Always remember, Sister Dubong, 1752 Flatbush Avenue. Thanks.
If you're looking for solution to all your problems in life, there is one person and one person only you should come to, Sister Dubong. Our address is 1752 Flatbush Avenue. Phone number is 718-253-7273. Make it your duty to see Sister Dubong if you're going through any problems in life. I can tell you from my experience, she is the best. She is the one and only that you should come to. Don't go to anyone else, because she have the solution to all of your problems, Sister Dubong.
Paula, you're on the air.
I couldn't handle it. The woman I committed to, sacrificed for, helped, trusted, and stood by through thick and thin, left me for another man. It left me hurt, confused, and lost. I heard of Sister Dubong. Called her, I went to see her. She worked with me and brought my love back to me.
Sister Dubong, call 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273. Let's move to another caller. Caller, you're on the air.
I was burdened with bad luck, trying to get a job for a long time. But something would always pop up to make me miss out. I saw Sister Dubong about it, and I've been in a good job for more than a year now.
Imagine that. Sister Dubong, 718-253-7273. In life, there will be damage. Spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, all types of damage. That's when we turn to someone who can help us back where we belong. Sister Dubong. Sister Dubong, the world-famous spiritual reader, healer, and advisor for over 30 years. Sister Dubong. Call her now. 718-253-7273. Call 718-253-7273. Or just visit 1752. That's 1752 Flatbush Avenue at the corner of Avenue J in Brooklyn. Come see her today and be back on track tomorrow.
The following is an independently produced program. The views and claims expressed on this program by its host and guests are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or its advertisers. For advertising, call the CEO, Lady Queen Zina Bevel, at 718-253-7273.
Jah is the light of this world, as I would tell you. So be a good boy and be a good girl. Good yes. The wicked are not so, no, they shall be like the storm, the wind drive it away. They shall not see the seat of the scornful, neither mingle with the righteous, as I would say. Cause in this time you don't know who to trust, as I would tell you. From earth to death to live the cost, you could never make no fuss, even take a bus, as I would tell you. Jah is the light of this world. He is the water cover the sea, so the righteousness cover the land. Jah is the light of this world. I locks, I not my bra, Africa. Jah is the light of this world, as I would say. I locks the social not with and whatsoever I do shall prosper. Jah is the light of this world.
Joy, joy, and I know that Jah bring a lot of joy and a lot of fun. But the wicked have said to themselves, there is no God, but fool and corrupted are they. Cause they know not what they're doing, don't get themselves ruined. As I will tell you, Jah is the light of this world. Yeah, you know, sometimes you see a light shining down from the sky, but you don't know it's Jah high, watching you below, as I will tell you. So watch every little thing you do, cause you might feel blue. Do good and good will follow you. If you can't be good, then you got to be careful. Jah is the light of this world. Jah, ever living Jah, earth's rightful ruler. There is many kings, but some of them are falling. King, as I would say, them only try a thing. Jah is the light of this world. Yeah. Don't try to come to neighbor's wife, as I would tell you. Nobody be no strife, nobody take you one another life with no knife, as I would tell you. Jah is the guiding star. Jah is the light. Jah is the light in your life. As I would tell you, don't be no strife, as I would tell you. Let us all know now.
From the city that never sleeps comes with a broadcast that keeps it real. From the city that never sleeps comes 93.5 FM. Whoa, whoa, Brooklyn to the world with sounds and contents to heal your soul. We're giving you the news, the vibes and entertainment, education and stuff. We're giving you the best. We're nothing but the best. So just sit back, relax, enjoy yourself. Whether you at home and whether you at work, 24/7 we're still showing love. Kings and Queens Radio. 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 Kings and Queens Radio.
Kings and Queen meditation brings you entertainment, news, education, information, multicultural radio station, 93.5 FM.
Don't touch that dial.
Let me hear you say, hey, we go party all night, no be play. All night, no be play. Mr. Man, I'm put time on replay. Put time on replay. I see me, I get the father, speak pass of father. Anywhere them gather.
Yeah, what's good, my people? To superstar David Brown music all the way from Nigeria. Go listen to my songs on all streaming platform. Follow my platform, David Brown music all the way from Nigeria. I love you guys.
Pass of father, any of them plans, you must scatter. Everybody matter, grace to grace in the run so fast down. I swear they don't stop around. Ooh, I got you naked, I swear. Mr. Man, I'm ghetto. I don't mind what they say. Anything they talk about, not just their way. Hey, it don't matter what in them say. Although I pass them, not their way. I dey front them, they back. Every day, them day and them say. Young boy, na me, everybody back. That's us, they got a Zina, Marusa, oh. Me, I don't send them. My money, they enter, set them. Me and the teen and my boy, we dey round the party, we dey use gun poison. I am on them. So me say, when they plan all over scatter, when they plan the back to center, me I don't mind them. Just so need my power. That's why we say no back. Me I get the father, speak pass Okada, any of them plans say, he must scatter, man body matter, grace to grace in the run so fast down. I swear they don't stop around. I got you naked, I swear. Mr. Man, I'm ghetto. I don't mind what they say. Anything they talk about, not just their way.
I love this. Mr. Man, I'm on the beat.
Dolly boy, yeah. I like that. Hello, look, yeah. She goes there. My pretty little princess, goodness. Oh my god, yeah, she's full of greatness. I go bless you every day on my diet. Any nigga come close, I go sharp diet. On top me to sell a H, baby no fit diet. Follow me, parachute, make we go fly jet. This one no be street matter, never ever fly fence. Carry me, papa, me pay your debt.
Hello, listeners out there. I go by the name Jolly Boy, an Afro-pop singer, an entertainer, a songwriter, a performing artist. You can check my songs out on Kings and Queens Radio and all the streaming platforms.
Come together, 1, 2, 3, yeah. No stress, A, B, C. Me and you go come together, 1, 2, 3, yeah. No stress, brother me, but no bother me. I don't care about the economy. Buhari, oh no Buhari. Anything you want, I go ordering. Hello, babe. Into the room, yeah, me and you, yeah, we go talk, you could talk, kitty talk, you could talk, kitty talk, yeah, you could talk, I never pay for a fool, we could talk, we could talk, kitty talk, yeah, A, B, C. Me and you go come together, 1, 2, 3, yeah. No stress, A, B, C. Me and you go come together, 1, 2, 3, yeah. No stress, anything you want, normally I go do. I go shift to womb if you tell me to do, yeah. To the promised land, all of us, we go reach, yeah. Listen to rhythm,
harmony, melody, show walking, comedy. Me and you go chop money, everly, normally. My money eat the body. I no go never, never, ever ready for money. I get money for body, my pocket, bank account, for wallet, normally. I no go borrow for money. I get money for body, my pocket, bank account, for wallet, normally. I no go borrow for money. Yeah, yeah, ABC.
Whatever is happening between me and you, so you caused it. You did. You caused it.
That's no serious. You not the best I know. I'm not the best you know. Yeah, on my own. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can I bring the best in you? Yeah,
Yeah, go by the name Moose Kitchen, a music producer and a recording artist. Go stream my song on all musical stores, and don't forget to tune into King and Queen radio station and Brooklyn station. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah. Something in my mind, and I know if you take a move, and I know if you take a down, no. Coffee be a chocolate, I will be there where you get, Coffee be a chocolate, I will be there where you get. I wanna talk to you, yeah. But you give me attitude, yeah. I don't know what you do, yeah. I don't know. Let's just open and close like a laptop. So many things are random. Can we make it alright, yeah? I know if you pretend, but I know me today. I know one feeling, I know one regret. I want to see your face, it's only your reality, in my mind. And I know if you take calm, and I know if you take calm down, no. Yeah. Something in my mind, and I know if you take calm, and I know if you take calm down, no. Real sound no faking.
You caused it, so you don't have to blame me for any fucking thing that's happening. Blame me for any fucking thing that's happening.
My life will never be the same. 'Cause girl, you came and changed the way I walk, the way I talk. I cannot explain the things I feel for you. But girl, you know it's true. So stay with me, fulfill my dreams, and I'll be all you need. Yeah. It feels so right. Yeah. I search for the perfect love of my life. It feels like I have finally found the perfect love this time. You rock my world. You rock my world, you know you did. And everything I wanna give. The greatest love you'd think I'd find someone like you. You rock my world. You rock my world, you know you did. And everything I wanna give. The greatest love you'd think I'd find someone like you. To hold my time. I knew that love would bring such happiness to me. I tried to keep my sanity. I've waited patiently. And girl, you know it seems my life is so complete. A love that's true because of you. You're doing what you do. It feels so right. I've searched for the perfect love of my life. Don't think I find such a perfect love that's awesomely so right. You rock my world, you rock my world, you know you did. And everything I wanna give. The greatest love you'd think I'd find someone like you. Someone like you to rock my world, you know you did. And everything I wanna give. The greatest love you'd think I'd find someone like you to rock my world, you rock my world, you know everything I wanna give. The rarest love to think I find someone like you. You are mine. You are my world, you know you did. And everything I wanna give. The rarest love to think I find someone like you. You are mine. Girl, I know that this is love. I feel the magic all in the air. And girl, I'll never get enough. That's why I always have to have you here. You rock my world, you rock my world. Everything I own, give. The rarest love, you rock my world. Someone like you to call mine. You rock my world, you rock my world. Everything I own, give. The rarest love, you rock my world. Someone like you to call mine. You rock my world, you rock my world. Everything I own, give. The rarest love.
Hey, welcome to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, SisterDeBong.com. And what a great evening it is here. The music was so beautiful. I enjoy every moment of it. And I want to say welcome to the King and Queen Radio every week. You can join us every Monday night from 9 to 12, and from 12 we're going to be midnight right now. Go on kingandqueenradio.com. You can hear us on kingandqueenradio.com. You can hear us on radio.co, and you can hear radio.co, King and Queen Radio. You can also hear us on Restream, King and Queen Radio. So go check out either 3 tonight from 12 to 2, and we got a great show with DJ Lot Sunday. So you don't want to miss this show. It's going to be very beautiful this evening. And I want to welcome, if you're new, I want to say thank you for listening to us. And of course, you know who's playing all that good music and promoting the artist is DJ, and you got to give him a lot of respect, Tony Blinn. And again, we want to just say thank you all for such a great show. We want you to continue with us every week. Don't forget to support me, Sister DeBong, by visiting the webpage. That's sisterdubong.com. I'm waiting for you to give you that good luck this week. I'm giving out the good spiritual baths and things going on in your life. I will let you know about it. So don't forget, I'm Sister DeBong, the African spiritual reader. See me in the morning, be happy in the evening by calling me 718-253-7273. Again, that's 718-253-7273. Pass it to your friends, to your neighbors, anybody looking for spiritual help, going somewhere not satisfied. Give me a call. That's 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273. See me in the morning, be happy in the evening. Don't forget, don't give up when you got Sister DeBong one phone call away. That's 718-253-7273. And again, visit each and every day, kingandqueenradio.com. Ooh, the music is jumping, slamming, jumping. BrooklynStation.com and SisterDubong.com. And if you'd like to be a guest on this show, make sure you call me 718-253-7273. You got opinions, you want to be a guest, you want to talk about something. We also can advertise your business, get your business on the air, get you on the web pages. Go check out the numbers on the web page, see for yourself, and give me a call, 718-253-7273. And we had a beautiful evening. So let's don't forget, kingandqueenradio.com. Go right now. Let me go on your phone, put it in, and let's go to Africa. I'll be to Africa at 12 midnight. We're going to be talking about farming. We're going to be just talking about everything. Yes, me and Lot Sunday, we're going to throw down, and DJ Pop Mark going to tear the flow down. And every Friday, you must listen to DJ Pop Mark. That's from 2 p.m. to 4, and you will get the best Afro beats you ever heard in your life. I mean, you're going to start dancing, you can't stop. And every week there is a new artists or some good news coming from Africa. And that's every Friday I'm going to say it again. From 2 p.m. on kingandqueenradio.com. You want to mark this down. You also download the app. That's kingandqueenradio.com. Okay, I'm going to go to that caller. Hello, caller.
Yes. Oh, hey.
All right. Good evening, Sister Cat. How are you this evening?
Oh, honey, broke down this time. I'm really broke down.
What has happened to the cat?
I tell you what, when I do come there to get some of this mess off of me, honey, I can't even hardly walk.
What?
I can't hardly walk. And like somebody got me across my pelvic bone. Yeah, so in that area.
They got you in your pelvic bone.
Yeah, my pelvic, yeah. All the way across my pelvic bone is sore.
Well, your pelvic bone better get itself together because you got to be able to move around. You can't be...
Elvis bone.
What? Tell me about Elvis. What Elvis do?
Elephant.
What his name? Oh, who messed up your bone?
Oh no, I'm not gonna say who messed it up. It doesn't matter because this monkey, I forgot to tell everybody his characteristic. He a monkey. All he doing is monkeying around. Oh.
Well, we got a lot of people monkeying around. They need to stop monkeying around with you because you ain't no mood for people to be monkeying around.
I just can't understand why can't they just stop it? What makes people think I'm gonna go with them? That's the part I can't understand.
Well, Cat, you got to forget now. You told the world you got diamonds and pearls. And who don't want...
No, yeah. Well, that's one thing, it's a voodoo magic, and what they want people to do, keep putting Rufus stuff on me until I give in to have sex with them, so it could kill them. That is stupid. I wasn't sure. Man, you think I want some fur?
They get your pearls. They get your pearls. They die, huh?
And go to their grave. That is so stupid.
So everybody want to get your diamonds and pearls and go to the grave. Lord, Cat, I heard of it all. Cat, please. Well, I'm gonna give them a warning out there. Do not go at Cat because her pearls and diamonds is dangerous.
That's right. Only really won't kill Tiger because Tiger got a snake. Ooh.
Cat, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I understand all that now. You going into snakes and okay. All right then.
I hate to put it out there. I could have been said this long time ago. I've been saying it.
Well, you ain't.
He got something that it's like that Chinese snake thing. That's what he got. Ooh.
Well, I don't know, but at least his snake don't die with your diamonds and pearls. That's a good thing.
He's the only one that can deal with it. He's the only one that can go up against it. Everybody else can forget it. They think this stuff is peaches and cream, honey. This stuff here is pure the hell. You do not want a piece of it.
I guess the world heard it. They won't be at your diamonds and pearls no more.
Yeah, look what they did to Velveeta. She on the stage getting ready to sing, and before she sang, she said diamond. It was a stampede in the whole auditorium. Everybody started jumping over chairs. It was a stampede. They were running at her so fast and so hard, and then she had to run so hard she broke her bra strap. That's how fast she had them heels on, and she had to run just that hard to get there to put her in a car and drive her away.
Now now, Cat, who
Y'all
was
need to stop it.
now who was this you talking about?
Beyonce.
Oh.
You know, her radio name was Velveeta.
Oh, okay. So she had to run so hard to her bra strap. Lord, I heard it all.
Well, the stampede, they were jumping. They was walking, jumping on the chairs to get to her. It was like, who gonna get to her first? They were gonna rape her up there on the stage.
Well, where you see this
at? She had to run for cover.
And where you see this at? What news are you? Where are you getting your news from? Are you there? Well, I guess the cat is gone. Hello? You there? All right. Well, folks, we getting ready for, I guess she'll call back for knowing her, but we'll be gone by the time she called back. Get ready to go to kingandqueenradio.com. Your lucky number for tonight, 9, 28, 13, 11, 42, 7. And your 3 numbers is 890. Your 4 numbers is 1722. And this is the very good week for you to cleanse yourself and take a good spiritual bath and just take you some nice salt and you'll be able to cleanse the negative away. Let me just take that 2-minute call and we out of here. Okay, hello?
Yeah.
You got cut off.
Yeah, there was some ale. There's some ales. There's some ales.
Well, the ale
but anyway, this happened way back in July. You done forgot about it. She called you up and told you what had happened.
Okay.
Because somebody had already called you and told you that happened. It was a stampede. Everybody in there was hauling all kind of behind to get to her first. She had to run for dear life. She never
we got to run.
life.
We got to stampede out of here. The people want a stampede number. Give them a number. Cause I already gave them one. Give them one.
Okay. Oh Lord, look like it's gonna be 909. That's all coming out of 9.
No,
and long.
That cloud sound close to mine. And what the phone number real fast?
A phone number?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looking at 4302.
All right. And guess what? Give you a shout out because we out of here. We're going to play you out the door. Give you a shout out real fast.
Tiger, I love you, but give me Fifth Avenue.
All right. With Cat and Tiger, we'll be, when you married?
Oh no, we're trying to get the money. We started trying to get the money.
All right, well, get your hustle on. We out of here. Good night, folks, and we'll see you.
Good night.
All right, good night, Kitty. We're going on kingandqueenradio.com. I got just a little bit time to get dressed to get in Africa, so I'll see y'all later. Go on kingandqueenradio.com, folks. Bye-bye.
Though those guys may try to put you down, I won't instead to see you wear a frown. When you were around, you were all that I could own. But though you put me down, girl, you never wear a frown. True devotion was my pledge to you, and that I will never be untrue. My love for you was real, I did what I could do. But though you put me down, girl, you never wear a frown. Though those guys may try to put you down,